Okay, heyo everybody, I think we're ready to go. I'm braxtoWave, this is Third Coffee Studio. I'm gonna draw, as I often do. Let's see, we're working on a Gif Emote. There, make sure everything's up and running. Alright. No, it needs to be the other way. I never know which way this thing is going. At least it's working today. Oh, but I don't like it there, damn it. No, I don't like that. Okay, I think that's the right one. I always get confused. Oh, well, yesterday we were having a problem with the tablet driver crashing while it was charging. While the quick keys was charging, rather not the whole tablet, but the little shortcut thing that goes along with it. Right. I never figured out what we were gonna do with this one. Yeah, it made another folder, but I guess it didn't save. So which one is it? These all look about the same. Okay, there's the timelines. Alright, so we have cell and folder like right next to each other, and assign cell to frame. So I don't know, I don't have any use cases for that yet or examples of that, so I don't really know how to use that. Let's do this folder, and I'm going to assume it goes from top to bottom the same way that it does over here. So then let's start by tracing off here. There has to be some way. Is there not another way? I guess not. Well, to zoom this in, we could, I was hoping I could scroll it back and forth to sort of squeeze it down or enlarge it in spots. But I think the only thing we can do is this, unless I like go through the trouble of making a you know, like making a shortcut for it. I don't really know if I want to do that. I'm pretty sure I don't want to do that. The only thing is that you have to make a new cell for everything you do, which kind of sucks. Anyway, hopefully there's one cell already there. We don't have to like make an extra cell. When we make a folder, my hope, my sincerest wish is that it at least starts off with a file or a cell, right? That would make sense. Door. We're gonna trace off this door. That's gonna be exciting. And it's not. It doesn't create a cell. So we have to literally create a cell even when we create a new folder. Like, is there something that auto creates? It seems nonsensical that they would do it that way. Like, there's so many good things about Clip Studio, and then they have to stick a pebble in your shoe just because it would be it'd be an egregious oversight if they were to actually give a product that didn't have any pain in it somewhere, right? Always gotta put like a little dollop of crap on your Subway sandwich, right? Like right in the middle. So it touches everything, so you can't get around it. I'm kind of going off on this description of a shit sandwich. Just in case anybody was wondering. So here, let's do this. I'm will ink it, and I'm gonna use my Kolinsky brush. But with these things, does it turn it all down? No, it doesn't. Crap. Well, man, there has to be a way to do that. What about this? Can we turn down the opacity of the whole folder? Good. Yeah, I can't imagine that they would really make it that clunky where we'd have to turn down the opacity for each one. I mean, it's a common thing to turn that down so that you can ink on top. Right? Alright, so the thing about this... You know what, we could just use this over here instead of making them over here. I could even assign a key for that. Well, I'd have to make one over here and then assign it to a cell, or... I don't know how that works. Let's not mess with this then. If it's an ink layer, we make them black. Alright. So when we do this brush, it's going to do all out. Well, because the thing I'm going to do is I'm going to touch right there, and you can't even see it, but I touched. I'm going to hold shift, and you can see it makes a line from wherever I touched it. Like that. But you can see it goes like the full width of the brush because the pressure width is gone. You know what, that would have been a good idea. Here, let's do this. Do that. And you'll just line up with the last one, like perfectly. There. Crap. Is that right? Okay, hopefully. When I'm doing that, what I'm looking for is these. If you can see the lines, they turn into, because they can't really do an angle like that, so they turn into flat little zigzags. You can see how they're broken. But if you have it level in one direction or the other, they all line up straight like that. So that's just an easy cheat for figuring out if you have actual straight lines, if they're completely like 100% vertical or 100% horizontal. And that's kind of the only way it's going to work. You're not going to work for angles in that way. Of course, you could probably judge by the stair step look. Like, you could probably eyeball 45 degrees, I bet. Something like that. Just by looking at the little patterns it makes. But I haven't really gone that far down the rabbit hole. Now, do we do like... I wonder if I should do a vector for this. And we can vector within the same folder, right? I think. We haven't tried it yet. So what do we have over on the YouTube side? No, we're good. We're fine on everything. Oh, and let me minimize some windows here. Okay. So the reason I'm doing that is I'm sort of vacillating on what I want to do with that. Do I want to hand draw that? Or... I mean, we could do that. The reason I'm kind of stopping, the reason for the vacillation, we're going to just use that word all day now, is because when I do this tool, it's no longer movable if I do it on raster. Was it shift? Yeah, shift. Okay, so hold shift and it'll stay a circle. Otherwise it's an ellipse. I wonder what control does. Control? No, control just stupidly opens up crap I didn't want to open up. Does alt do anything? No. So if we do that, it has to be just right. Well, no, wait. You know what? No, it doesn't. You know, this is a thing that that I was wondering about, and I don't know why I didn't think about this. This is kind of stupid. I feel stupid, and I'm going to explain. I'm always thinking, well, this sucks because you can't move these around. Like, who cares about your stupid shape tool? Right? Oh, don't put that there. I don't think that matters. No. So, you know, why have this? You can't move them. If you vectored them, if you did them on vector layers, then you'd be able to do that. This is not a vector layer. It wouldn't work. But still, we can come back and move them. You can't do these. Look at that. Here's the control point editor. And, or I guess time correct line. Correct? Oh, correction something. That's, anyway, control point editor. And nothing. We can't do anything. And I was just thinking, that's so stupid. Why would they make it like that? But it's because you already have a tool. You have the lasso tool, and you can easily, like, if that doorknob was not in the, like, exactly where I wanted it, grab it, boom. I don't know why this didn't, I mean, I've done this a ton, but for some reason I did not. I'm always thinking that this is permanent, and I don't really stop to think about it. Here, let's get rid of that because that's in the wrong spot. I mean, that's drawn and it's on the same layer, so. At least my software is working today. I got work done this morning. I wonder if I should talk about the blog work. I could probably do that. That'd be good for the blog, wouldn't it? Well, we don't even have anything up yet. And we don't talk about the other blogs. I'm just saying, we do not discuss the other blogs. Anyway, I'm working on a braxtoWave.com blog, which will have stuff about Blender, Clip Studio Paint, you know, the tools I use, whatever they may be, Inkscape, things that I dream up while I'm streaming as well, and there'll be stuff about my work in like a separate area. But mostly it's going to be like tutorials and things, and then what I'll do is, when I have the time, I'll start making YouTube versions of the tutorials. But we're starting with the website first. Website first, YouTube, Twitch, everything else second. What's up, Yadisak? Welcome in. The Yadivsak. I hope you're good today. My software is working well, at least, so you know we're not gonna have yesterday's problem. This does need to have. I don't know. I thought maybe I could do like a ceiling. But do we really need to do that? Probably not. Okay. Excuse me. So, right, we have to come down to this layer because there. Because the number keys, I'm using number keys in order to move these back and forth without having to manually move it down here. It won't accept number keys or arrow keys, I think. I've tried to do arrow keys for this and it doesn't. So if there's a way to do that, let me know. For now, I'm just using 1 to go back and 2, or hold on, 1 back and 2 for forward. I could make 3. My new cell key. I'd probably end up hitting the wrong key a lot though. What do we think? Should we try it? Let's try. So the thing I was in the middle of talking about here was that you can only advance through them if they're here. Like when I'm up here on this frame, I can't advance. Right, I push the buttons, nothing happens. So it's kind of difficult. I kind of wish that I could run back and forth through these like this and ink on top as I go, but I have to make a new cell every time if we want to stay up here on the active drawing row and make new cells as we go. So I don't know. Let's see if we can change the shortcuts in edit. Size. No, I think it's in the wrong. I think it's under file. Ah, here. So I have these open, the last places that I was at, to remind me where these things are, because it is a dizzying array of stuff, and I mean, as you can see, like, look at this, and these are all nested. Tons of these things are, look at all that, nested. And there's all this, and every line that you're looking at is nested with like multiple. There's got to be like a 1,000 things in here. So I really wish that they had, or that they would build a search bar into this. It's not difficult. The code for that is not going to be hard. All this is in its own little library that all it has to do is scan through a dictionary and show you the, you know, like highlight it and scroll this and highlight. It'd be that easy. So I'm not sure why they don't. But that it really makes it difficult, because if I don't remember where this stuff is, like here, like fortunately I had the wherewithal to keep these open so that when I come back in here, this is basically where, like, the last stuff I was working on. I think maybe that's a good tip, like a good hot tip, maybe a warm tip. Maybe just warm. Keep these open. That way when you have to come back, if it's something you might have to edit again, at least it'll kind of flag it, make it easier to see as you scroll fast, really past, you know, scroll past these really fast. Word's hard. Okay. Ooh, is that a thing? Rename in layer order, but I want to do that. Why can't I do that? I want to rename these. Maybe, I guess it doesn't matter, but it's just a... I don't know. Maybe I'm a little fixated. Assign cell to frame. Assign multiple cells. Where's add new layer? Cell. I don't know what that means. Create all supported cells. Hold on. It's difficult for me to, like, for my eyes to track this, so that's why I'm kind of holding very still with this. Right? It's not necessarily a cell, it's a keyframe. What? 3? Okay, let's see what that does. So if we're here, let's like refocus and make sure I have my tool here. So it won't move, and then 3, it does not. What if we come down here and touch? We'll just touch any. Here, here's the next one. It doesn't though. Okay. I mean, these are keyframes, so that's what, I guess what I'm not quite understanding why it's making a difference. So maybe I'm just saying the wrong thing, or thinking of the wrong word for it. Okay, then let's do that one. I don't know, where's the last one we did? Let's delete that. Here. So if we're here, let's do this. Well, no, I don't want it to be here anyway. It'll make one probably right next to it, but I do want to see what it does. Okay, so it makes one right next to it, which is good. We can undo, and then I'll just come over here and like, touch where I want to be. Make sure I'm on the top row. Does that step us down, or do we have to... Okay, it does. It's just, I wish there was more visual confirmation here, because my eyes are going to focus in this zone, and at the same time I'm going to turn on my whatchamacallit. Ayo woo woo, welcome in. There it is. Huh? See, that way people can see this better. You can see the mouse when it's like this, but if I focus the window, you see the brush pretty much disappears on this stuff. Hopefully it works. Hopefully this doesn't stop me from... You know what? This might actually stop me from working. Maybe it's blocking me because I don't see it using a tool right now. Let's go back to mouse mode. And... I mean, go to stylus mode from mouse mode. There. Okay. It was just that I was in the wrong mode. And so my tablet, just as a quick explainer, my tablet has these quick keys, these little buttons on top, and I assigned this one to be mouse pen mode. So that way it kind of, you know, a regular mouse, it's basically viewing all of your monitors as one big space. And so, like, if you were to try and draw a circle with your mouse, it would be an oval because everything's being sort of adjusted proportionally. And that's why software like this has to have like a thing that locks your mouse cursor to this monitor, so that proportionally you're drawing one-to-one. Otherwise your X or Y is going to be off. Like my other monitor, the Y is going to be off, or if it's, you know, on its edge, the X is going to be off. Especially when it's like a huge monitor, like 3 monitors wide. Oh yeah, your horizontal is going to be way off. So anyway, it's all about proportion, and it has to be proportional to the screen. So when you go to mouse mode, it allows me to move this around to other monitors and move with I mean, it's still going to be like distorted movement, but it allows me to escape this and come back. And you can also kind of like lift up and set back down again. If I am here in tablet mode and I lift up and I sit down in another spot, you see my mouse zooms to the other side, where with your normal mouse, you know, you can like lift it up and set it back down when you run out of space. That's another thing that this does. Yeah, so it's not recognizing it when I'm in mouse mode. And that's basically like a good illustration as to why this was not going to work yesterday if my stylus is not going to work, because it does not like a regular mouse. A Blender would be fine. Yeah, Blender would be fine, but this just does not like regular mouses. What is the plural? I think it's still mice. I just say mice. I don't say mices or mouses. Mouses, it's a mouse, and you have multiple mouses. Is it different? Because we're not talking about the animal, but instead we're talking about an object. But an animal is an object, so it's the same thing. One is alive, right? Okay. Super cool guy. Hello. It's good to see you today. I hope you're doing well. We finished your drawing. I hope you're doing well today. Let's see. Once I figure out what I'm doing here. No, I don't. Oh, we go back. So I have to come out to here. I'll come back down to here. I want a separate frame for this. All right. Should I leave that open? Yes. Right, so what I'm going to do is, what? Copy this over. You feel guilty. That's you shouldn't feel guilty. I hope you're doing okay today. Let me show you the thing that we did so we can see if you like it or not. Okay, I just want to get this sort of, I'm kind of in the middle of a thought, so I don't want to lose it. Right, because we're on the wrong layer, so it's not going to copy, right? Right. So if we copy here, no, it doesn't move. Are we on the wrong layer? Oh, we're on the wrong layer, I guess. Darn it. Okay. Hold on here. Let's cancel that. Here you go. Let's find the thing that we did. And I completely redid it. Cool guy. It's totally different. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry. But I wanted to do something better. I didn't like the one that I drew before. That's right. There, that's it. What's up, Lucidius? You become. Wait, did you buy? Did you buy a share of Braxco stock? Anyway, super cool guy. What do you think of this? This is the best that I could do. I redid the other one because I thought I could do a better job. A very proud owner. I want to come up with a system of actually cataloging those, right? You like this? Okay. So what I need to do then is I need to figure out, let me save this. And then we'll figure out what we want to do. Like for a background. Let's see, how do we pop out the background and do like transparent? We could do one with a regular color background, and we could do one with a transparent. I think that will export correctly. So First of all, this has to save. I will do a PNG. Right, we have to do a PNG because that would preserve the transparency. Because the other stuff doesn't support transparency. Okay, this one. Yeah. Final. And okay, no problem, cool guy. No problem. And we're not going to put any other like watermarks or anything on it. Should be at 100%. That's a preview. Mr. Atomic, welcome in. We are exporting a request. Thank you. This is a request from the super cool guy, who's kind of on the YouTube side of our chat. Should be visible in the box on the left. This was like a couple of sessions. I did one that I didn't like, and I wanted to redraw it for him, so I did this one. And I did it off stream. I didn't want to do it on stream because I'd already used up a couple of streams to draw the other one. Plus, it was my week, you know, like my week of not streaming, so I didn't want to like wait a whole week. Yeah, we inked it and stuff. All the sketching and stuff was done off stream, and then when I came back, I inked it and colored it and did the chicken, which I'm really happy with this chicken. I didn't want to go like KFC and logo and stuff on here because, you know, branding and trademarking and, you know, company legal stuff, so it's better to just sketch out his face a little bit but leave it vague, so it's not stepping on a copyright or a trademark, which we all know what it is, right? Everyone knows KFC, but we have to be careful. Okay, so oh yeah, well this is his tie. You mean that you thinking that's his body? It's his necktie. He's got like a weird little tie. His bow tie here. You see? This is what it looks like. It's an old Southern tie from way back in the day. So, and people don't even wear things like this anymore, unless it's for a, you know, like cosplay or something. People don't legitimately wear that anymore. Kind of like those bolo ties. You don't see anybody but like, I don't know, Texas oil tycoons wearing those or whatever. It is funny, and it does look like a little tiny body. We could just say he's a chibi. You know, chibis have those giant heads, little bodies. And you know, if anybody wants to go the anime direction. Okay. So I was focused on something else. My mouse focused something else, and almost ended my stream. Okay. So there. Why is this not moving out of my way? Here, this is what I wanted. So we've exported this, and let me open my Imgur. Is it just Indra.com? It is. Alright, I should be still signed in. Posts, favorites, comments. I wonder if I have any like really any freaky stuff. We could like do like a memory lane. Oh, should we do that? Do you want to do like a what's in Braxton's Imgur right now? Okay, let's do what's in Braxton's Imgur. When am I gonna show my face? You know what I was gonna do? I was going to draw like a cartoon version of myself and do that first before being live on cam. You know, kind of like how I have my little my frog guy on the screen talking. I was gonna do like a, you know, like a version of me like that, and put that model in my PNG tuber app. But again, I'm old, so you just be looking at, you know, like a grandfather, basically. But it's me. What was I doing? Oh, let's still do this. We're still doing this. Here, hold on. We're doing what's in Braxton's Imgur right now. This is the one that I had done and I didn't like it. And I redrew it to be the one that we're looking at now. That's my dog. She was so chubby. She was hiding behind the couch. This is when I first got her. She was hiding behind the couch. Okay. That's the only peach that I ever got out of my peach tree. Squirrels come by and eat them, which sucks. I've only ever gotten this one, so at least I got a picture of it. Okay, let's do a upload. How do we do that? Do I have any hidden ones? Public. I guess they're all hidden. Okay. So then how do we do this? How do I make a new post? What if I just drag the thing onto the screen, see what that does? Where's my folder for this? Our projects. That should be in, I think I have a thing for YouTube requests, yes. And test that and make sure it's the right one. Let me just drag that. Ah, nice. Well then, here we go. Yeah. Let's see. That's what we're gonna name it. Lightsabers and chicken. Oh, why do we have extra pieces falling out? Did I accidentally grab the tab? Maybe. Well, what is wrong with my thing? There, sorry, that whole thing slid out of the way. Okay. Didn't I posted in the chat. You should be able to see it there. Just above your post where it says Third Coffee Studio. You see, like if I pull this over, it's right here. Unless you're not able to see the links in chat. Oh, also, well, I don't know. Let me know if you've got it. What's wrong? Are you not able to get it, or you don't see the link? No link. Huh, that's weird because it does show. Like I can bring over the thing here and it shows that the link is right there. Right above your post here. So if you're not able to see them, it could be. No, but you know what? He got it last time. That's how we did the last Imgur. Right? That's how he got this one. Because he did download this one. Okay, let me try to paste it in again and deliberately like straight into the YouTube thing. And if not, I'll post it as like a social post. There. That's directly in. And if you still don't get it, I don't know if we can do like a social media post during a stream, like while we're live. But then you'd have to go to the social, like my little social dashboard thing. But we'll figure it out. Yeah, I don't know if I can mess with that while the stream is going. So if anything, I will try to post that in like a social thing. Like in a social media share, or well, I could post it to Blue Sky, but I don't know, I guess I could post it to Twitter, but Twitter's a nasty mess. So anyway, if you still can't get the link, I will like post it to social media. I'm sure, well, if you have a Twitter account. It's working? Okay, good. Nice. Let's refocus. Oh, and we don't need this one. We finished it. Uh-oh. I closed the wrong one. It's fine. Recent. There. Let's get our timeline back. So what am I trying to do? I'm wanting to figure out where that door goes, or how long it stays there. So it stays all the way to the end. That one stays open. Right, so how about this? We create a... We'll do this at the end, too. Alright, we'll go back here. Grab the whole door. Copy. Come back to here, or we'll use it again, and hit 3, and then paste. Nice. Okay, cool. I'm glad you got it. Let's see. You know what? I bet it would be better to do it the other way. No, that door's open. When does it close? We want one for the closing. Yeah. So then that one's fine. We don't need another one. Then I'll come back to here. And then I can just erase that handle out. We'll make the rest of the door. Thank you, I appreciate that. Let's see if I go back to brush and darn it. What was it doing on this one? That's strange. Oh, it was because I'm on the wrong layer. I'm like, why is that half the strength? Because you're on the wrong layer, Braxton. That's on the right layer, isn't it? Okay, good. Then how did I get there? I don't know. So here. Make sure we're on the right layer this time. Do that, and then I'll put the doorknob in there afterwards. Can I do you a favor? What would be the favor? What's the favor? No, don't do that. Don't do that thing. Here. We did not make a frame for it. There. Go grab door. That's on the right layer. Paste that in. I'm asking you what the favor is. I don't want to commit to a favor before I hear what the favor is. Let's see. Alright, let's remove this. And do there. I could not quite get that straight. Okay, no problem. This and circle ellipse. It swings out. Wouldn't it be higher than that though? Just to make it more dramatic. Slam. But if we do it here, the door will persist. So we only have to do these two keyframes and then this final one to close it. Does that change the frog? What, in the one that I drew for you? You're saying to add you into the picture next to the frog? Let's do another layer here. Which one is it? The, I think it's the first one. That's the folder button. Wait, it just did one in between. I don't like that. But so we have to have that one selected first before we then... Okay, it makes one above. Okay, have a good day. Thank you very much for hanging out. Cool guy. Let's see. Look at thing. And we'll... There. Frog. Can I go through these? No. Darn it. I really wish that I could navigate this screen without having to grab my mouse all the time. I don't like that. You know? You know what I mean? You feel me? Okay. Darn it. I knew that was going to happen. He needs to be redrawn. So let's go back and mess with this. Crap. Yeah, we're sketching. It's sketch time. Sketching time, sketching time. Should we do like another sketch layer on top of it though? What should we do? Also, why isn't this entire folder a color? There we go. Do I really need to color them all like that though? I guess not. Okay, I don't know. Maybe we just do the folder instead. So, right, well, we're going back down to the sketch. We'll draw him larger. Are we just going to keep using the Kolinsky brush? We have to make a correction on top of it though. Maybe just kind of a warm pink color. Okay. There we go. There's my baby. I have an unhealthy relationship with that brush. Don't judge. Should we do another layer on top of it? I don't want to distract you too much from your drawings, but I noticed you joined Hefe's. I did. Oh, I see. Okay, well, first of all, I could do Phasmo. I have a copy of Phasmo, and although I'm terrible at it, but I've only played a few times. I basically just stand there and wait to die, and then I scream when I get jump scared. But it's like a manly roar. It's like the manliest It's like a warning. I'm trying to warn others. I'm not really scared. I'm just trying to warn others. Because, you know, I'm a tough guy like that. And I'm okay with like sci-fi stuff or any kind of like sandboxy kind of things. I just have to say no on DBD. Because there's like clown stuff. And I can't do clown stuff. Like, I can tolerate them now. That took a lot of effort. But yeah, any more than like 3 minutes of clown and we will have night terrors. Yeah, okay. Also, DBD has gotten really toxic, and not from my personal experience, but I know that I have friends that play the crap out of Dead by Daylight, and then they won't touch it. And it has to be really toxic for them not to just completely walk away from something they loved so much. So I feel like there's more than one reason not to DBD. Right? Oh, the scrolls. Okay, good. Well, I've confused myself. But you know, the thing is, I don't know that much about other like co-op games because I really rarely ever co-op with anybody. Because I'm like, you know what? I think we have a quote. Is Garrett here? Garrett is good at finding these quotes. Do you know how to search quotes? Quote. What would it be? Like, I guess a keyword? Like... what would it be? Co-op? In the land of douches, the one I bat is king. Well, that's true, but it's not the one I was looking for. I mean, it may be, while it may be true. I would have, if I wrote it, I would have done the hyphenated. I would have done it appropriately. I wouldn't have done just coop. Yeah, there it is, because I know me, and I know how I type, and I wouldn't just do that. I would do like a proper hyphenated. It depends on who wrote it. Just so you know, it depends on who wrote it, so you can figure out what the verbiage might be. Let's do co-op. You're a douche. That's me, like, instantly in co-op. I'm not the douche. I'm the one that freaks out because everyone else is a douche. Right? It's me answering the, hey, let's do co-op statement or question. But you guys are fun, so I'm sure it's fine. I'm okay with everything as long as people are nice to me and don't like yell at me or make me rush and like be mean to me because I suck, things like that. And no clowns. I guess those are all those are all my rules. Like, don't hate because I suck. What am I still? I'm looking for the right brush. Am I not on the right layer? Did I not make a thing for that? Was that the problem? Okay. I think I'm still learning how to animate, and I'm still learning how to work with this stuff. Alright, well, let's say that's 1 for frog. Make sure we're on the right layer. It's not hard. It's too hard. My brain kept trying to figure out ways to say that. Why is this too light, though? It is way too light. Here, let's move this down a notch. Many notches. Although, look, I'm not a terrible gamer. I'd say that because, I guess maybe to lower the bar of expectation. Maybe that's why. I don't suck. Actually. I don't suck. Look, I have my I put in my 10,000 hours. Okay? I put in my 10,000 hours. That makes me a gaming expert. Maybe a streaming expert instead. Now, a successful streamer, now that's a completely separate type of expert. I'm not an expert in that yet. Why on earth are we having brush problems? Didn't I make a frame for this? I did. So what's the problem? Why are we having issues? What were we on? We were on a layer that, I don't understand where that went wrong. Right, we have to figure out our stuff. There's Frog. But that's Frog Inc. A Frog Door, but Door Inc. That's folder, but not unnamed folder. Sketch 2? Sketch 2. And then we'll do, don't, okay. Sci-fi, no rushing, don't be a douche, rush. I think we can manage that. We're all of the boomer variety, so I think it'll work out. There's a Ghostbusters game that looked pretty fun. It might be a possibility. Okay, you know what? That's a perfect opportunity, because like I played like a Ghostbusters game then by myself and it sucked. It's the kind of game that actually would be great with other people because they are Ghostbusters. Like, it's a whole team. I like that. I think that would be fun. I think it sucked because I was trying to do it by myself. It's probably a different game too, but still. I think that'd be fun. And I also think it'll be fun because we're all pretty much, you know, close to the same age, or at least in the same generation, so, you know, we can sit there and crap on millennials and shake our canes at people and scream at the clouds and talk about Hefe's colostomy. Not colostomy, what was it? He was talking about having to go do that. It was like it got very uncomfortable. Colonoscopy. Did he even do that yet? Polishes the baby at 41. It's amazing to think about that. When a 41-year-old is considered a youngster. Can we ever get to that level? Wasn't it, there's like a Star Trek TNG episode of, am I on the right layer? Yes. Of these people who lived like for hundreds of years. They lived for a really long time. This little colony of people. I don't know, like some kind of weird fountain of youth thing. And they would just like spend like the first 100 years of their life going to school and being a kid. I don't remember what that was. See if one of us falls, we can talk about breaking our hip. Like old man conversations. Losing your hair. Need a new pair of glasses. I'm thinking of those what's their name? The British rappers that are really old. Pete and Bass. They are like what? They got to be in their 70s now. I want to be able to do that at 70. You know what? If I make it to 70, I'll go gangster rap like that. I'll just become a gangster rapper at 70. Alright, I'm forgetting what I was even thinking of doing here. Right. Okay. I'm having issues with this because... Here. Pete and Baz. They're British and very British. And very cool. Does... Woo woo? Here, hold on. I'll find a thing of them. I'm gonna find a link for them. They're freaking awesome. Hold on, I don't wanna have it on the channel so we don't get like hit with stuff there. I was gonna see if you would find a link, but I was like, yeah, I'll find a link for Pete and Baz. I was talking them up because I like them a lot, and I was talking about like just us, the you know, Hefe and me and Polish and Lucidius being like old men hanging out doing gangster rap. I love their stuff. I don't know, maybe I thought, but you're the one who told me about them, aren't you? Maybe not. Maybe I'm the one who told you. Maybe you got told. Why is this... Look, I'm having trouble with this. I'm sorry, but why am I having such trouble with this? I have my brush set. Quite soft. It's fine. It's not fine, though. I need to refine him. I mean, it is better, I guess, to keep him... wait, do I have the same... Yes. Good. Anyway, what was I saying? It'd be better to keep him simple. But the other one, see, like the one that I made for the one I made for Super Cool Guy, it was too simple, and I was stuck for ideas. Like it's so hard to create stuff on the fly like that on stream. It's kind of like a, I don't know, like a time crunch or like a pressure, even though there's really no pressure. The only pressure is what you put on yourself, right? Man, I don't want to turn off the pressure opacity, but this is just not doing well. Let's do like long, we'll do spaghetti arms, okay? We're not gonna do muscles, and we're not inking him anyway, so we're not gonna commit real hard on this. Oh well, there's no distraction. This is just a talk and whatever stream. No problem, Lucid. I told you? Okay. Maybe I was just thinking because you were British. I was like, he needs to know about this. Although that's not, you know, like the thought that went through my head. I'm just guessing. I am. It's okay. It's legal here now. Yeah. It's totally fine. I feel like this arm is way too short. It is. Let's use my little thumb trick. Use the thumb trick, Braxton. Use the thumb. Here. No. Oh, well, that's good. Brush freakouts are always lovely. We love brush freakouts. Thank you, brush freakout. Yeah, this hand is terrible. I'm voicing everyone else's concerns for this hand. See, I do it so you don't have to. It's like I'm performing a service or something. I don't know what I'm going to do with him. I might try and refine him a bit off stream. Because this is not like the best. But, you know, it still comes off as a frog, right? Alright, so this is where we have to start kind of messing with it. We don't have a lot of frames to make him move, so we can't have like a lot of fine movement frames in here. Okay. And the issue at the moment is get that just about as big as we can stand it. Still see everything. Okay, so I want, this is going to be really small. It's going to be a Gif emote in Twitch. So it's going to be like, yeah. About the size of these almost. A little smaller. And it has to read, and I have to make sure, it has to read at that size, and so I want him to be taller in the frame. So what I'm doing now is to redraw him. Damn it. There. Larger. Taller. No, I'm not. I mean, I guess I kind of am, but not really. It's, yeah. I'm just making like big corrections, not exactly a restart. Because we're using the same stuff, but you see he's not tall enough here in the blue. Because he needs to be up to here. At the top edge. And so he reads as well, as good as possible. Look at my, I'll show you here. I'll show you why. Braxto, nope. You see that? You can barely see it. You can see him, but you can't see what his eyes are doing. You can't see his face really. You can't see the swoosh very well, or the little cloud with the little coffee frog at the end. So if I took that, and that's what I'm going to do maybe today, is to try and figure out how to just zoom the camera in on that one, so I don't have to redraw the whole thing, and just focus it on his face. So just go from shoulders up. So the whole frame is basically his face. Just like the lurk. You see how much better that reads when he takes up like the whole frame. And I have to export a background free version of that one too. So I'm trying to get him up to here instead, but the thing is, having it all in one layer was kind of complicated. It was kind of confusing, overlapping everything like that. It still is, but I'm gonna try to do some copy paste stuff. That's about, he only has like 2 forwards. There's at the door, forward, forward. Okay. Out, out, and out. There's 3 outs. Hey Strider. Welcome in. So we'll take this one. I'll see if I can copy paste this one. Even though we're going to redraw him, I just want to... I think this cuts off the drawing outside of this. Doesn't it? Yes, it does. Okay. Copy. And then sketch 2. Paste. He's got to get big quick. We got 2 forwards. Where was he at? He was here. Came in at the door here. So let's put the bottoms as, keep this here, and the bottoms of his feet will be a little bit lower. And capture. Hopefully it doesn't do the whole thing. Yeah, because then it gives a little bit of room at the top. Well, I don't know. Could we go all the way? Hold on, let's figure out where the body is. Can I onion skin? Well, no. There we go. You got first too. It's not a lot of demand for it. Unfortunately. We play it like that. Yeah. Max out on that. Amazing that I had so many brushes and I only use one. This way it'll show up in my mind a little bit better. I want that to be this color. Change it. Change it now. Welcome back, super cool guy. Looks like bad lipstick. Oh, nice. I hope you had fun. Parks are cool. We just want to fade this out a little bit, just so it gets that out of my face so I can see this a little better. I'm just changing the color so I can differentiate it from the other stuff that's going on. Probably an unnecessary step, but I don't know. I feel it's necessary. Oh, you can change your user pick? Nice. I don't know how we're gonna do his hands. It's like, really, what? Like, what position are his hands gonna be in? Right? And just do basic stuff. I mean, we'll ink over it differently, but I want to have a better idea of what I'm doing than just doing something like this. Oh, well, I was asking you to repeat your favor, because I was asking what you exactly wanted. I wasn't sure what you were really wanting. Like, I didn't know if you wanted me to draw you with the frog, or if it's more like custom stuff like that, it might have to take a while before I get to it, because we have other projects to work on. So I might take a while before I do it. If that's what you're wanting. Let's see. I also need to work out better feet. And we could just do regular frog feet, but no one's gonna see this. This is actually gonna be below the camera. So I guess that doesn't matter, does it? Let's just do sort of human feet. I mean, the rest of the body also does not matter. We're just going to be looking at the profile of him. The frog that's in the corner. Oh, my little PNG model here. He's right about here. Yeah, the one that talks when I talk. Oh, what mean just for today? Like put the picture there? How do we do that? Let's see. Wait, what? I don't know if we're talking about the same thing. If we're doing that, talking about doing that here on my stream, I can put him next to me here for the day, or the stream. Like that, but I can't make him talk. Actually. Like that. There. They put them word mates. It'll be small. There. That's all we can do for today. At least as far as I can understand, I think we're doing it right. Okay, what's your question? And let's see. Next one. Did I say a bad word last live stream? I did. But that stream is hidden. I was having a really bad day. That was yesterday. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I was having a rough day. I had about 6 hours of bad day. I have that on? Okay. 6 hours of bad day before, like, my tablet driver started freaking out. So then I wasn't able to draw because, well, I can't draw without my tablet. Okay. Check, make sure I'm on the right everything. Man, I really have to spend some time figuring out frog hands. You know? You watched because you felt guilty. I'm sorry that you felt guilty. Also, I'm sorry that you heard me curse. But it's okay, you don't have to feel guilty. You can't always be here every day. And you got stuff to do. And you got parents that tell you where to go and what to do, so it's not like you have a lot of control over that. I'm totally okay. What's the other favor? What's up, man? What's the other favor? Yeah, maybe we'll do the legs a little straighter, like smoother edges here. Again, this will not show at all. I just want feet down here. Make a stormtrooper head and put it next to your frog. Okay. You mean like floating in the air next to him? I mean, we can't do that today. I'll have to do that off stream, or at least I'll have to do it not today. But we could do something like that. You mean like because the frog is standing right about here, and the stormtrooper head. You mean like the mask or helmet? We could have it up in the air next to him, or we could have it like on the ground next to him. I don't know if I'd be able to get him to hold it. That'd be kind of difficult to draw. He's already holding the chicken. I don't know, you tell me. Right, like, well, next to you, you mean the frog? The frog holding the chicken, which is you. Hopefully that's you. Otherwise, if you want me to draw you too, that would be a little bit different. Uh-oh. I'm messing up the mouth here. I realize I'm asking a lot of questions from someone who probably can't type very quickly or at all, and maybe using some type and voice to text. But whatever it is, we'll figure it out. We have time. Not today, but we do have time. Oh, the summer's nearly over. The heat has been easy on me this year. I've gotten really good at finding ways to mitigate the heat. So my bills are now like half of what they used to be. That foot looks terrible. I know, but I'm not really, no one's gonna see it. Are we friends? Well, sure. Well, like stream friends, right? Because we don't really know each other personally, so that's different. That's different friend. You know, like the friends you hang out with, the friends you go to school with, like that. That's different. Okay, I don't know why I'm doing so much cleanup on him. I'm gonna work out references and come up with something better. We only have to have like a couple of... We only need like a couple of frames, right? Man, I'm using the tool all over the place now. Braxton gone wild. I think it's funny you were calling me out for cursing in the video. Just when you think no one's watching. Everybody's watching. Okay. Okay. Next. Oh, wait. I was like, why don't I see anything happen? You're blind, Braxton. You're blind. Turn off. Turn off onion skin. Okay, well this is what we have to do. We have to match all this up. I don't know if I want to do the tedium today. We may just... I know I didn't stream... Yes, I did stream yesterday, but it was an awful stream, and it lasted about an hour. And it was an hour of nothing but problems. Where I was just like freaking out. My tablet wouldn't work. Why does this one have like a... Hold on, my watch needs to be charged. Oh, right, because it's going to turn... I need to charge my stuff before peak time. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, there we go, we're back. Hello, that's a lot of symbols in chat. Okay. Let's get this going. Let's do this. Oh wait, I was looking over here. Like, why did I do that with these? You know what? I think I do like that they're all this way. I want to make all of them like that though. Maybe it shows a color. Do I have to do the color every time? I don't know, let's just do purple instead, because it's easier. Unless we can save a color. Can we save a color? Alright friends, yeah. Like I said, you know, we're like YouTube friends, stream friends. Which is kind of different than like the friends you go to school with, the friends you hang out with. That's a little bit different. Can I keep these in a thing? I don't think I can. I don't know, I like having a custom color for that though. I don't see a place for swatches, so that's why I... We'll just do them all in like another color. In something easy to... easy to grab. Right. Guess the emoji. I don't know. I'm not really very good at it. We'll try, but I'm probably gonna be wrong. So just be ready. Be ready for me to be wrong. Low expectations. Let's see. I want these to color themselves like this one. These did. At least I think they did. I don't remember setting a color for every one of them. But maybe I colored them all at once or something. I don't know. Okay, wave. Right, arm here, and then we go wave, 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 wave. So let's do arm up. Really? His arm was up before then? I guess so. Alright, so let's do this. Still on this sketch layer. Nope, I'm on the wrong sketch layer. I was wondering why this is too light. Let's see, what is it? Frog hat, headphones, computer. Is that me? Is that my little frog guy? Nice. Well, I got that one. Lucky there was enough emojis for that. Sometimes you can't find emoji for the stuff that you want. So his arm is already up right here. Make sure we're on the right layer. So I don't know if I want it to be like a straight arm. I mean, we could do like one of those hyper waves. Right. For lack of a better hand shape for now, we'll just do this. So we're going to do that one instead, maybe? M burger fries. Meat Maybe M in the burger is meat. I don't know. Like I don't know. So we do this and we just move the arm back and forth, maybe. Like make sure on the right layer. Copy. No, we don't want to do that. What do we want to do? What do I want to do? I think I want... Well, first of all, we need to get rid of this. Oh, right. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, you're right. You got it. That's basically pretty accurate. Okay. Maybe he's flipping her. He's not flipping everyone off. Don't say that, Braxton. He's just waving. Yeah, I'll sketch out some better shapes for this later. This looks terrible. So wave, and how am I gonna set that up? Okay, we'll do this, copy, and then paste, and then copy again, paste, copy. Oh, shoot. Let's see, buckets, chicken. Oh, is that the KFC? Is that KFC? I think I got one right. I'm pretty confident. I have to see what the judges say. Oh, nice. Okay, good. There you go. I got one. I'm getting better. Okay, we have to do this. Copy. New frame. Paste. Copy. New frame. Paste. Copy. New frame. Paste. Exciting stuff. When does he stop? I think it's 10. Yeah. 9. So up to 8. So we go copy. The cool guy or the super cool guy? I think that's right. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I got that right. Okay, copy. We'll do this. Paste. Copy. Paste. Copy. New frame. Paste. I wonder if we can copy from here, because it's still the same frame. Yes. Okay, good. What's up, Danlock? You're a guest in this house. Behave appropriately is a run on sentence. I know that's not behaving appropriately, but I know. Well, no, with the comma, no, with the comma, it's not a run-on sentence. If you put the comma in there, the comma is taking the place of a period. It's fine. No, it's fine. You're wrong. The comma takes the place of a period. You could do that too. The comma can also take the place of a semicolon. Both are fine. Actually, all three. You could do 2 sentences with a period. You could do with a comma, and that's still representing the same thing. And you can do it with the semicolon. You can do it 3 ways. Of course, I don't know like about British punctuation, but I believe in American English punctuation it works. Although you will have the sticklers, but common usage accepts all 3. Where am I at? Yes. Undo, and we go back. Let's see. Two sentences can only be separated by a semicolon if they're related, but comma is wrong. No, comma's not wrong. You're wrong. A comma can be used as a style choice in place of a period. So I don't know what grammatical rules you're looking at. Hey, cool guy. Should I have this one lower? Yeah. Okay, and then we do copy, I see that where you said hello. And then above you answered the super cool guy, which was the answer to the question. Do I watch your vids? I have not. I'm sorry. I can. I believe I subbed, if I remember right. Let's see. Did I copy this? Oh, copy. I've copied a copy and went. That's down, up, down. So we're gonna do odds. Paste. Ooh, crap. Why did not work? No. Crap. Okay. Very bad things have just happened. Why did that go away? You just want me to? Okay. Sorry, right now we're having issues with this, and that's not good. Hold on. I'm making sure we're not messing anything up. Is it fine? It's fine. I think it moved us to the other frame. Alright, hold on. Down. No, but it reverted us to this. There. It didn't save that position either, I don't think. No. Alright, we have to do that again. There's something messed up, I think. A little bit of a glitch. Unfortunately. Ah. That's a terrible line. Try again. Oops. I want this down. Here. Use that. Like this. But anyway, it's your channel. You can punctuate everyone if you want to make it correct. You can leave the comment and put so after it. I guess, Danlock. I don't really know what brought that on, though. It's kind of random. Which is fine. Maybe there's not an animation cell here. But there should be. Wait, why isn't there? There's something wrong. There's something very wrong. I just put him on all these frames. Yeah, it's like everything is gone. How did that happen? I took and put him on all kinds of stuff. Didn't I? It's all the way pink back here. I put him all the way back. I put all of this on here. Like, where did all my stuff go? I know I'm not just losing my mind. Also, that shouldn't be the last frame. What has happened with this program? No, I didn't do those. But why doesn't that show? Yeah, we're missing like a bunch of stuff. He should be in the door there. So somehow we've lost that frame. I don't know how. Man, I don't want to have to repaste this whole thing. We're gonna have to redo the whole thing. Well, I really wish I knew what went wrong there. Because then we wouldn't have to redo this. Save. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. for that. We do that. And we copy the arm. You have a PS5? I do not play my PS5 very often. No, actually, I don't have a PS5. Well, I guess I don't need one either, but I have a PS4 and I do not use it. I really don't. In fact, I have not started that thing up in several months. Let's try and do this again. Copy. Paste. Copy. Paste. I don't know what happened with that, but copy, paste. Let's go back to six. I'll copy here, paste here, capture, pivot, there, and then copy, paste, copy, paste. What's up, man? What? I said I can't really do that because I don't really have, I don't use my PlayStation. If you're asking for like a friend code. Let's do this. There, we're missing one. Get started it. Darn. It's just 4 that I'm missing. Okay, let's grab this one. Copy, paste, okay. Crap. I did it wrong. It's fine, we can fix it. What's up? What's up? Really? Come on, man. Don't spam my chat like that. Not on PS4. Well, you said PS5 or something like that. Put a link in chat so I can do what are you asking for? You said I have a PS5. Can I put a link in chat so I can do it with you? So I'm still not exactly clear on what you're asking for. That's all. No, that's where the wave starts. Darn it, I missed a bunch of these. So here's one down. There's the first one, right? And this one should be up. There. Okay. I'm gonna do this is what you're doing. I was just saying I had. Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. Are you asking for like the kind of the app that I'm using? This is called Clip Studio Paint, actually. Or if you're talking about animation, that's a lot of stuff. Animation is making the drawings move. Because I have to fix this. I have to clean this up a little bit. That's a down. That's an up. Down. Up. Alright. Why am I getting confused by this? I'm gonna copy. Okay, that's because we have to get rid of this one first, I think. I paste that in there. We can remove it just manually. It's faster than the all the mistakes I'm making here. Just to clean it up a little bit, so I can see what I'm doing. Wave, wave, wave. Okay, there we go. Let's go back to here on the initial sketch here. Make sure everything's on. Right. Okay, just about got it. We need here. Turn that back on. He needs to leave. Do this and copy. New frame, paste. Alright. Uh-oh, that was the wrong one. That's wrong. Okay, so something's wrong. He has to turn. But why didn't it work before? It shouldn't be like that, though. And copy. Paste. Copy. Paste. I didn't make a new cell, I don't think. Now it's 1, 2, new cell, paste. Fan art, nice. Very cool. Okay. I know it looks like I'm doing something weird. excuse me, what we're going to do is move his hands, and we're going to flip him. Here's the wave. Right there is when he turns. There's nothing there. But that's because I am going to erase out the eyes and then the bottom parts, and the mouth. See, so it becomes like his brush. It has to have a butt. Okay, because see, that becomes his back as he walks out the door. It's a faster way of drawing him. So I could just sort of get rid of the extra and keep only what we need. Because the front is like the back. Right? And then next, he turns around. There's the booty. And then arm back down at his side. In this one. I think that's what we'll have time for today, and then we'll start. I'm gonna do some stuff and try and figure out his. I'll get some like references together and see if I can't do better hands for him. The feet are unnecessary to worry about, but we'll do something. You see, and then we'll advance that. Oh my god. What kind of arm is that? It's a terrifying arm is what it is. Yeah, that'll be fine. It's only a sketch. Just fuzzy, ugly phase. It's the ugly duckling stage. I cannot draw frog hands to save my life. Good thing, too, right? Because no one's like pointing a gun at me going, you draw a frog hand right now or you die. And that better be the best frog hand of your life. I'm glad that's not a thing right now. We would not be having fun, kids. Okay. Still can't really see his feet. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, what does anybody think? I'm about to sign off. Opinions are welcome, but I don't have to listen. Just throwing that out there. I think somebody got mad at me once because I didn't like instantly do everything they told me to do. And they're like, I thought you said opinions were fine. Opinions are fine, but you know, it doesn't mean I have to listen to all of them. It just means I'm not going to get mad at you for making suggestions. That's the difference. Good and bye. Okay. I like it. It's short and simple. Okay, everybody. This is basically our hello or our wave thing, and it'll be, you know, when it'll be our Twitch emote here on our Twitch channel. We'll refine it a little bit more, do some better line art for this, and maybe start to ink it tomorrow. Have a good night.